Hi everybody. Okay. So the deal was that I wanted to do a street talk and I wanted to do it like walking down the street, and then I wanted to do it everywhere else, and then I decided that I would just come back here to my favorite place, which is Hudson River Park. I'm going to meet one of my fellow Pilates friends, coworkers in a little bit. Sorry about that. But I have some new things going on, some wonderful things that are very aligned with who I am and who I always have been, and, reasons why I do what I do and I live where I live, honey. So that's good. Maybe you'll start to see a little bit more things from me. Stuff is producing, things are happening, work is going well. I just have to also make sure that I'm staying healthy. You have to make sure that you're staying healthy as the helicopters start hovering. Virgo season is very interesting because it's kind of confusing. It kind of like brings us out of summer and it takes us into fall, but it is actually still summer and it's very beautiful, and I'm loving this weather right now. I don't know, it's maybe like 85 degrees and it's super sunny. The water is glistening. The clouds are pillowy soft. There's still blue sky. The grass is so green on this side. And the flowers are in bloom. Or they have bloomed. They're still, living their best lives. Virgo rules the intestines, okay? And it's talking about what you give to yourself and what you feed to yourself. It's sustenance, it's nutrients. It's the things that you do to sustain yourself. It's work. It's, actually manifesting things, or taking those things that have been manifested and work with them in a very productive, efficient way. Virgo is about being very discriminate, going over the details, a lot of detailed planning, numbers, money, saving, that type of thing. Also taking care of your body, just understanding how your body communicates with you, because there are physical aspects of, communicating that your body actually adheres to. That's how you understand when there's something going wrong. No one is going to necessarily look at you and say, this is what might be wrong with you, go get it checked out, unless they're a doctor, or unless it's something that has really manifested and now you have to do something about it. So Virgo does a lot of things about a lot of things. And it tries to make sure that everything is orderly and that, you kind of set yourself up for success, right, by doing all of those things that you can do to kind of like nurture your experience in a very real way. It's different than Pisces. It's kind of like Pisces understands what it feels and what it imagines, and that is the inspiration that it receives in order to kind of like navigate itself through life. Those are sort of like the innate tools, or the innate strength that Pisces has, which is very, Sun in 12th house too. If you have Sun in 12th house, you might be finding that you might be a little bit, submissive, or you might find ways to blame or victimize yourself. But then it's also talking about, wanting to be of service too in an emotional way. But Virgo wants to be of service in a physical way. It can't really provide you with a lot of things that might be. It can provide you with a lot of things that are, and it can give you a greater understanding to the things that you see right in front of you. You know what I mean? So it really is good for that reason. Now, one of the negative things about Virgo is that they can analyze to a fault. They can be analytical to a fault, and there are some times when it gets in their own way. Sometimes it's like that with the mutable signs. Sometimes they can get in their own way depending on what it is that they're trying to achieve. They all want something to be satisfied and something to be fulfilled, but when you start thinking about the mutability and all of the options, then it kind of deters you from fulfilling that very thing that you wish to see come to completion. Or you may just not feel like it's solidified, or you may not feel like something is enough, or you might feel a little bit insatiable. You know what I mean? I feel like that is another quality of the mutable signs, even though they sort of like bring us to the end of a season and want us to sort of like experience a feeling of satisfaction, right? Because the fixed signs are sort of like saturation, right? And the cardinal signs are sort of like the initiators, the initiators. Oh my God. Now we can always appreciate some perfection. I appreciate perfection in the body, in the physical body, whatever that means, honey. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this short because I do have to, get to work. I have 5 classes to teach today, like normal. Thursday. So yeah, I hope you guys have a really wonderful Virgo season. I hope you get all of the things done that you need to get done financially, and just kind of, cleaning the house is a good thing to do. They do spring cleaning, but fall cleaning is also something. Cleansing your spirit as well to get yourself ready for a new season. We haven't had any air, right? We haven't had any air in the summer. We only had air in the spring, and that was Gemini. So now we're in the fall, right? Skipping summer, going into fall, and now we get another air, and this is going to be cardinal air, this September. Anyway, right now we're in mutable earth. So take all of those different dynamic facets, aspects, realities in your life, and see where you can put them so that they work best for you, so they can be of service to you. It's kind of like you want your life to be of service to you. You don't want to be of service to your life, right? Maybe both of those actually work. It is Virgo. We are talking about mutability. But, you want things to work for you. You don't want them to go against you, like that feeling of Pisces would think, oh, things are going against me. No, they're working for you. Right? If you can think it, it can definitely be. All right? So it's definitely working for you. You are doing a lot of things that are going to be crucial to your survival, your day-to-day survival. So, even if you can't pay all of one bill, pay some of it. You know what I mean? Do what you can, because that's what's going to make you feel better, and it's going to put you in a better position. And that's what Virgo wants for all of us. And itself, it wants to be put in a better position. So, when you feel safe and when you're in a good spot, then you can do all of those things that, require added concentration, because you're not focused on something that isn't working, or something that is sort of like making you feel like it's getting in your way, or it's preventing you from doing something. We want to be moving through this earth energy, right? Because it is flowing. So it's being able to take things and kind of like make them work, or take what works and use it to its optimum, level of usage or appropriation, right? There's an ant on me. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go here, and I will see you again at some point. Maybe I'll do the Pisces new moon video or something. That's actually probably kind of similar to this. I mean, today's the 29th, so, tomorrow's really officially that new moon, depending on where you are in the world. But, this is a clearing of emotional pain, probably, or emotional trauma, like dealing with that emotional trauma, and, those things that were sort of like unclear during the Pisces retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and then we sort of revisited some of those things, right, because it's talking about old wounds with Cancer, and also in Scorpio. Once we get to that point of Scorpio and we experience that retrograde, then we're definitely going to be feeling like we are free of something, or you're just going to be feeling like you're still obsessing or fixed on this feeling, but that's in 3 months or so. But right now we're still working through the pains of the past, maybe the chips on our shoulders, or just those dents in our armor. We're repairing those, because we're going to be feeling really tough when it comes to that Scorpio Mercury retrograde. Okay, everybody, enjoy your Virgo season. Enjoy your Pisces new moon today and tomorrow, and I might do another short video in regards to the Pisces new moon. Alright, follow me on Instagram, Providence Tarot. Follow me on YouTube. I'm also Providence Tarot. If you'd like to follow me personally, I'm NYC Kendrick. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye. Oh, if you want to get a reading from me, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. We can do chart readings, or we can do tarot readings, or we can do a tarot reading that aligns with the energy of your chart.